This is going to be a very quick one. I just wanted to explain the children's videos that I will be posting. I have children who are neurodiverse. I have children who have auditory processing disorder, which means that they can't process sound or words and meaning as quickly as other children might, or as quickly as the children do. They have to first hear and then decode what I've said. So for the sake of my children, what I started doing was making the stories, the Bible stories that I tell them, very, very short. I broke them up into small snippets. I try and speak slowly. I try and make it as engaging as possible, but I also make sure there are no distractions because some of them have ADHD. So I need them to hear what the story is about. And if I've got lots of things going on in the background, it will distract them. So the stories might seem too short, maybe, yeah. And they might seem too lower grade, too small, too easy, too light, I don't know. But it's really because that's who my story is aimed at. Children who don't process as fast as other children do and who don't remember as well as other children do. My children have working memory problems. Cognitive processing is, especially for the two who have been tested for cognitive processing, it is extremely, extremely bad. So what I do is I play these videos one at a time, and they play them over 2 days. So they'll watch once and then they'll watch again a second day, so that they remember and retain that story, hopefully. And then I move on to another section. Why did I start recording them? Because I'm a homeschooling mom. I'm here all the time, right? But here's the thing. My youngest, my last born, the second twin, she is autistic, right? And she is heavily into mom. She might not ever say my name. I don't think she said mommy in the last 3 months. I think in all her life, she's 4 years old. I think she's probably said mommy 3 times, 4 times, and not to call me, not to say mommy, come. You know, when she wants me, she'll pull me. So when I'm trying to teach, what happens is that when I'm doing the Bible story or doing Bible class, she pulls me, wanting me to get off the chair, stop teaching, take her to the kitchen to get food. Now, even before the Risperdal that she's using, it's an antipsychotic to calm her moods down, make her less anxious, that kind of thing, less reactive. Even before that, she already had a very big appetite. The Risperdal has made a huge impact on her appetite, even more than it has on my son, because he's the first one in the family, my now 8-year-old son, to have been put on Risperdal. But it didn't change his appetite at all. But for my girl, who already loved eating, she wants to eat even more now. So she has gained a lot of weight. But the doctor says it's not too much for, it's not like extreme. So when I'm teaching, she pulls me so that I can go to the kitchen, and then she pulls me and points my hand to the cupboard. She doesn't speak. She doesn't say cereal or grapes or whatever. She'll just pull me. So you can imagine how she will react if I refuse, or when I refuse, how she reacts when I refuse to get up because I'm teaching. She starts crying and screaming. And then even if she gets taken away by my teenager, one of my children, usually my son, her screams are still so loud. So it distracts the children anyway. So what I've found has helped is when I've recorded the story, I'm not there physically, so she can't pull me. And she loves the screen. She likes TV. She thinks it's different. So there's more chance of her also gaining by sitting and listening. Yes, we can't even tell really how delayed she is because there's no real way to show us, but we know she does have a global developmental delay. Well, actually more cognitive. I think it's more what they would have called back in the old days when I first studied speech therapy back then, we called it mental retardation. But yes, she's not She doesn't think or reason like a 4-year-old generally. So at least this way she can try and hear the lesson, and everybody learns in peace. And that is why I started recording, purely so that the lesson is not interrupted by my poor little girl. I hope the lessons will be a blessing to other mothers who want something more reverent for their children, who want something more simple for their children, or fathers or guardians or aunts or uncles who want something calmer, less razzle dazzle, and just the Bible. This is it. I'll call it something like story time, and then you'll know that it's for the children, or I'll call it Auntie Tandy story time, something that will tell you that this is for children. I also hope to play it, and if you've got children who will watch, feel free to send me an email with their names, and then I can include them. So for example, I've got a friend, she's in Kenya. I don't want to mention her name in case she minds, but I know that her children would probably watch. So I know I will be saying, hi, Andy, hi, Abby, just to include them. And I also do use the names of my children so that they feel part of the story when I need to. Not every story will mention any child's name, but I do include them so that it's more real and it stands out to them. So yeah, that is the purpose of the stories that I will be posting for the children. It's for children who are slower to process, who need small bite-sized chunks of information, but you can play it, and you can download many more as they come for your own children. You don't have to do one story for 2 days, but obviously if I've only posted one story, yeah. I hope it will also help mothers who are too busy to do to have time to do Bible story. Also, I did it so that when I'm too sick to teach, then they had videos. So there were 2 reasons. One, because I really can't teach without interruption, but also because some days I can't teach. So at least they can always go back and play an old video of mine. I hope it will be a blessing to you and your children. It is a blessing to mine. My talkative twin likes to talk a lot about the stories I've told her. She likes to pretend to be the characters. Sometimes I will use pictures from freebibleimages.com. Other times I'll use real life things that we have here, toys, to illustrate the story. I will use everything I can to illustrate, but won't distract or detract from the story. Be blessed, everybody.